Francesca Stavrokopoulou believes that within the pages of the Bible, we can find glimpses of Asherah.
I'm so excited. I don't even know how to tell you this, but there is a possibility that there are more instances of Asherah in the Bible than we even realized, and the clues might be found in the Septuagint. This is from the Journal of Feminist Theology, the Hebrew goddess Asherah in the Greek Septuagint. If you watch the video that I stitched, Francesca Stavrokopoulou believes that in Deuteronomy there's an instance of Asherah that was then hidden with the word fiery law. It's a two-part series, Bible's Buried Secrets. You should watch it. It's really good. When reading the Hebrew Bible, it is clear the goddess Asherah is given a very negative image. There are some fascinating probable misreadings, including one showing that she might have had a more exalted role in Deuteronomy 33:2. At the Lord's right hand there was a fiery law, or was it Asherah? However, it appears the Greek Septuagint preserves some additional references to Asherah which are surprisingly positive. In all but one of the places examined, Asherah can be confidently assumed to be underneath the Greek word for grove, the traditional rendering of Asherah. Additionally, there are places where Asherah does not occur, but the Greek translation gives us evidence that the word Asherah was there originally. Finally, two goddess passages, Ezekiel and Jeremiah, are shown to have significantly different emphasis regarding Asherah when read in the Greek or other ancient translations. Remember what I told you, her name translates to grove, sacred place, and that's actually where she was worshipped. Her grove was her sanctuary. It was her divine place of worship. Once I read this through and have a grasp on it, I will do a video on it and let you know what my research turns up. I encourage you all to read it for yourself and do your own research, but dude, come the fuck on.
Hey guys.
Introducing the ultimate AI voiceover.
Stop it. Okay. How you doing? What's up? I'm going solo dolo right now until Asherah teacher comes on. Until Ryan comes on. I haven't heard from her all day. She was going through something yesterday, but so hopefully she's okay. I hope that you guys can hear me. If you can, let me know. That would be great. I literally just turned my mic on and my camera and started the stream. I have not tested nada. How's everybody doing tonight? We apologize that we didn't come on yesterday. We had a few things going on, but today is a little different. The time, we're a little later. That's okay because it gives everybody enough time to come home from school, come home from work, do their thing, eat dinner. I haven't eaten dinner yet. I will after this. And watch this video. So how's everybody doing? Dan's here. Doc is here. What's up? Alora, always sending positive feedback. Thank you very much. Nice to see you guys on. Oh, thank you, Doc. Okay, so you guys can hear me fine. Cool. Good. So I decided to just show a quick video of I keep wanting to say Asherah, of Ryan with her video describing how Asherah was removed from the Bible, and she clearly was existent. And I figured she'd be the perfect person to start it off, so I threw on a little clip of hers. And she has more information on Asherah than I do. I will provide you guys with some of the information that I found and some of the slides that I have. But she knows more than me. So if anybody knows about Asherah, feel free to share your thoughts. That would be great. Let's stop sharing that. Ooh, I'm really big right now. So a couple things just to warm you guys up, right? So Asherah was a goddess, and she was one of the major goddesses of fertility, and she was basically linked to motherhood, and she was removed from the Bible. And there's a huge person that was involved that did this. I don't know if you guys remember, as Jehovah's Witnesses. If you are a Jehovah's Witness, in the comment section, please shout out. I would like to know that. There's a video that they released, and you know what? I'm gonna just share the screen and maybe we can look it up together. Let's see here. I got something in the way here. But yeah, the Jehovah's Witnesses, on their website, if you go to it and you go, make this a little bigger. Head over to the search box. You can type in King Josiah. And hopefully, when you hit the videos, and here it is. This is the story of Josiah. I'm not sure if you guys remember this. This was when I believe his King Hezekiah, or I forget who was the king before him that passed, and Josiah was instructed basically to remember, to have everyone remember who Yahweh was, what he represented, and had him destroy all the idols. And that's essentially what Josiah did. He had everyone destroy the figurines or the idols of Baal. I don't know if you guys remember that. Let me know if you guys remember that. That was pretty iconic. Weird, definitely weird. I remember watching it when I was a little younger, and now studying the Bible, what I've come across, to me personally, like Yahweh is like this great God, right? That is very, very jealous. I mean, the Bible even says that Jehovah is a jealous God. He's a war God, a jealous God. So you want to be the only one that wants to be worshipped, right? So you would want all these idols, all these gods to be diminished in a sense and defamed. So he had all of his followers destroy all this, destroy all the evidence. That's the hope. That's the key here. Evidence. Asherah was a goddess that was worshipped by the Israelites at one time, and there's a lot of evidence of that. And the Bible tries to hide it. King Josiah had a lot to do with that. He instructed a lot of people to hide all evidence of Asherah. I'm not 100% sure if he had a role in specifically removing Asherah poles or tree symbols or just drawings of Asherah, but it definitely started in that time. I'm going to share with you guys some stuff that I found, and I'm going to stop sharing that. Oh, XJW for 40 years. Nice. Yeah. Were you DF'd because you disassociated, or you just DF generally because you did something bad? Because a lot of us get DF just from disassociating, even writing a letter. You get disfellowshipped, a letter of disassociation. I just faded. A lot of people say fading is the way to go, but that also depends, because when I faded, I had people contact me over and over and over on the phone asking me where I'm at, if I'm coming back, and I just ignore other messages. The key is to ignore them, because they want information. They want to know if you're not going. And if you decide to send that message back and respond and tell them, oh, I'm just busy or whatever, they're going to continue harassing you. Once you ignore them, they're going to stop bothering you. You don't get disfellowshipped, and you're not categorized as an apostate. But unfortunately for me, I have a YouTube and they know about it. So I haven't been disfellowshipped, but people are technically shunning me already. Well, they are. It's not technically, they are 100%. And I work with like 50, 60 people, no lie, because I'm a school bus driver, and they all shun me. That's a thing. My YouTube just got out there. But yeah, I mean, way to go. That's a good 40 years, man. So 40, you weren't around for 75 then, because that was 50 years ago, right? Maybe you had family. That'd be great if you can share that information. By the way, if you guys want to come on, feel free to come on. Let me know, and I'll send a link, an invite for you guys to join on, and we'll just have a quick conversation. But until then, I'm going to share some information that I found on Asherah. Hope you guys can see that. Can you guys see that? Cool. All right, so give me 1 second, because I believe I can do it this way instead, which is kind of cool. Let's see. Nope, that's the wrong one. Instead of sharing, can I share? What's the name of this one? This one is called Asherah. That one is called Asherah. Can I publish this one? No, I can't. That's okay. I was thinking that I could control it like a slide on StreamYard, but they're only giving me 4 options, which are 4 slides that are not Asherah. So I'm just going to share the screen instead. See how I have other, but it doesn't, the Asherah doesn't show up in my StreamYard as like a separate section. I don't know why. So I'll manually control it. Okay, so Asherah, the forgotten goddess of the Bible, right? You already saw how. Give me 1 second here. You don't know anything about Asherah? Well, guess what? I was on the same boat for a little while. We were gonna do a show on Asherah, me and Ryan. I think the 3rd week that we started this, but I think we just flipped it around and we decided to do it around this time. And I didn't know anything, and I told her that I wanted her to basically do all the talking today, because, and I purposely didn't look anything up on purpose, just to like mess with her, right, to put her on the spot, because she loves this topic. But I ended up like last minute just looking stuff up, but I already knew some things, and I did put some stuff together a few weeks ago anyway, and this is that. But that's okay. We're gonna learn together. That's the most important part. I'm not here to tell you what I know and say that it's the truth. We're gonna learn together. Dan, so you got kicked out for smoking and probably disrespecting them for not showing up for the kangaroo court. Oh man, that is yes, that's a slap in the face, and you will get disfellowship for smoking. So, I'm pretty sure it was worth it. Smoking, I didn't start smoking until I left. So I'm a smoker now, but I didn't do that before. Not cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes. Never really been tempted to. Never tried it. But never say never, right? Justin Bieber, remember that. So we're all in the same boat, Laura. Yes, we are. And people are joining in. Cool. So what I picked up on Asherah, obviously, when I shared Brian's video, she mentioned how Asherah was mentioned a lot to be a side Yahweh. We could get to that, but just to have that in mind. So Asherah, also known as Atharat in ancient texts, which is another name. She was the major deity in the Canaanite pantheon, and she was revered as mother goddess, as I mentioned earlier, and a symbol of fertility. And this is where I mentioned how she was often considered the consort of Yahweh, but El as the chief god. Yahweh came into play when Yahweh, as one of the sons of gods, took on the mantle as the chief god over time. And a lot of people mixed that. Because El and Yahweh essentially fused together. And a lot of people ended up worshiping Yahweh, considering him the Almighty, the God of all gods. And there's no how do you say, it's clearly, if that could happen, so can the removal of Asherah happen. The Bible has been manipulated, and it will continue to be manipulated. It has changed over time to keep things from people. That's another, I guess you can say, it's more evident that the Bible is not inspired, because you're having men, imperfect men, manipulating the Bible, changing the Bible. And if the Holy Spirit really wrote the scriptures, the Holy Spirit wouldn't allow anyone to change the Bible. They would not let anyone. I mean, there's a reason why the scripture in the Bible says if anyone messes with the scrolls, God will, send the entire plague on them. So there's a warning in the Bible of that. And witnesses do that very well. They changed the Bible a lot. They made their own Bible. So moving on, we have Asherah in the Bible. So she first appeared in the Hebrew Bible, obviously, in the Old Testament. And now she's being considered in a negative light. And that's because of the worship, the emphasis on Yahweh. The Israelites are repeatedly instructed to destroy Asherah poles, which were wooden symbols of the goddess, and to refrain from worshiping her. Despite this, evidence suggests that Asherah worship was prevalent among the ancient Israelites. You can find designs on walls. You can find drawings. You can find figurines. I believe, yeah. In the next slide, you can see these were discovered, and obviously, you know, as the mother goddess and a symbol of fertility, it's evident this is her because this is a female. It's a woman, and she was highly worshipped, sometimes more so than Yahweh, of what I read. It says here, these archaeological findings have shed light on Asherah's significance. Inscriptions from Kuntilit Ahrud and Kerbet El Kom refer to Yahweh and his Asherah, suggesting that she was worshipped alongside Yahweh in early Israelite religion. And these findings challenge the traditional monotheistic narrative. What does that mean? Obviously, as Yahweh trying to be the sole God. That's where monotheism comes in. Mono meaning one. Now, you take a step back. What happened before Yahweh? There were other gods. Yahweh's trying to erase all these other gods so that you can solely worship him. Polytheism was something worse, was a thing back then in ancient Israel. All the Israelites, that's what they did. They worshipped multiple gods. Not so just the Israelites, there were other nations that did this. And so you have this idol, you have this idol right here. Can you see my mouse? Okay, you can. And these are drawings. I'm not sure exactly what this is. It would have been cool if Ryan was here. She probably knows. But this to me looks like animal sacrifice to Asherah. Maybe. These look like bulls, don't they? Bulls is more commonly associated with Baal, because Baal is considered a man with a bull's head. I'm not sure if this is like a slap to the face to Baal, or maybe Baal and Asherah were a thing. I'm not sure. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But it's clearly a bull, is it not? And oh, okay, nice. Oh, that's cool. I do the same thing. I'm not a stoner though. It's just occasional, just for fun. Yeah, I guess you were. I mean, to them, regardless whether or not it was legal or not, you're still considered a criminal in the organization. You said that I think Asher had the pole with the snake. That is still a symbol for healing in the medical profession. I'll look that up in a few. Let's see here. Let's see what Google tells us, because that is interesting. Asherah pole healing. Let's see what that comes up. It says that in Canaanite. Let me see. Let me present this. My eyes. See, you see, my eyes so red. I don't know what it is. I caught something and I've been allergic. Share screen. Where is it? So it says here that in Canaanite mythology, the goddess Asherah is associated with serpents. Give me a second. Sorry, Asherah. You see, I keep wanting to say Asherah. Ryan, I was just texting Ryan. I'm not sure if she's getting on, though. She's going through stuff, so. She's trying to respond. So in Canaanite mythology, the goddess Asherah is associated with serpents, which can represent healing or immortality. Asherah poles are sacred trees or poles that stood near Canaanite religious sites to honor the goddess. In Ugaritic myth, Asherah is sometimes called the Lady of the Serpent. Okay, so you're onto something, and I'm not sure where you heard this. That's cool. I didn't know about it, but goes to show that this was actually a thing. She was a thing. She was a goddess. She was real, according to the Bible, before it was changed, right? because a lot of people still have a problem believing that the Bible is legit or the stories in it were real. But regardless, whether or not it's real or not, she was in the Bible. She was worshipped, right? She was hidden and removed for a reason. Now, going back to the slides. Here we go. Present. Hey, look who's in the comment section. Hey, yo. So yeah, say hi everybody. Wow, more people are coming on. It's like she just like threw like magic dust on the live stream and everyone's just coming on now. I'm doing a pretty good job so far, you guys. I hope I am. And Ryan, I hope that I am. Let me know, you guys, in the comment section. As you guys know, this isn't my forte. This is not my thing, but I'm trying my best here. We're learning together. So this is the figurine that I've been talking about, right? So obviously it continues, the evidence continues to reveal itself of how she was worshipped in Israel. It says here that she was a consort of several Canaanite gods, including El, mentioned this earlier. She was primarily a fertility goddess, whom the Israelites were strictly forbidden to worship. We know this. And then it says, yet the archaeological record is clear that Asherah was being worshipped in Israel, and this was one of the very reasons they were driven from the land. So here you have the figurine, and this is the instruction to take them down by King Hezekiah and King Josiah. And it says here that this happened around 700 BC. Like I said, it destroyed to purify the religion and make it have a single deity. Yahweh was an ass, right? Says here the Israelites did what was offensive to Yahweh, their God, and worshipped Baalim and Asherah. So then again, yet again, here we have Yahweh being offended. It just, I mean, it's crazy to me. You hear of God, of the chief god El, right? But you don't hear him complaining. You don't hear him. Who cares, right? You're worshiping something. Essentially, everything comes from God. Whether you're a son of God, you come from God. Doesn't matter how many gods are in the Bible, you're still worshiping a God. Who the heck cares who you worship, as long as you're doing good? As long as you are being selfless and you're taking care of everybody, who the hell cares, right? So this is where it becomes more of an object. So Asherah was often symbolized by a tree, a lion, or a pole, and representing life, strength, and fertility. Her role as a mother goddess parallels similar deities in other ancient cultures, highlighting the shared motifs in human spirituality. Then they repeat this a lot. Asherah was a fertility goddess. She was called the mother of heaven. Sort of like Eve being called the mother of all living things. Eve, Lilith, Asherah, the snake, and the tree of life are all connected. Interesting. I know that Ryan mentioned this one time, but that's interesting now thinking about that, right? Because you guys may not know about Lilith, who was supposedly a female before Eve. And the snake and the tree. One day Ryan will come on and explain that to you. Because I don't want to mess it up. She's already watching, so I'm just gonna stop. She makes it perfect. I don't want to mess it up for her. But yes, it's everything is all connected. Like that show Manifest, how the little boy says it's all connected. It really is. I personally believe that the snake, just like you mentioned, I think it was Dan, right? Or Doc, who was it? Yes, it was Dan, about the pole with the snake symbolizing healing. I truly believe that because you have a snake that sheds its skin, right? A snake sheds its skin because it's a sign of growth. It's a sign of renewal. You are becoming a better person. You are healing from your old self, and there's a lot that comes with that. And Jesus was also seen as this snake, and guess what? He was also hung on what you would consider a pole. a cross. He was still hung up, looked up to, the same way the Israelites in Egypt were. I don't know if you remember the story of the pole that turns into a snake, and then there's the copper head symbolizing regeneration and healing, because the Israelites were bitten by snakes. And so, in order for them to heal from that and from the pain, they had to look at this bronze copper snake head, and that gave them healing. Same, this was a metaphor that Jesus used throughout his time, and therefore it goes to show that this is all connected. Asherah, fertility, Asherah, the mother goddess, and healing, and it's just that's just how it's all connected. I don't really truly believe, and you may disagree with me, but that's why I truly can't believe that, with everything that's going on with Yahweh removing Asherah, removing all the other gods, wanting to be the sole creator, wanting to be the one God to be worshipped, I don't see how the snake in the garden could be so bad. Knowing now how jealous Yahweh is, right? You would think that he keeps Adam and Eve from the fruit of knowledge and good and bad. Why would you keep your creation from that? One, that obviously shows you want to be worshipped. And two, you have a snake, I'm assuming and truly believe, helping Adam and Eve because they're being held captive in a sense, right? And I see that as a good thing. And Yahweh didn't like that. Then, therefore, Yahweh was accusing the snake as being this bad dude. And therefore, throughout time, the Bible was changed for people to believe that the snake was, in fact, indeed the devil, the bad person, the one who caused all this to happen, who causes suffering. Yahweh would know that a snake means a good thing too, just like Jesus would mean healing. You look up to him, people hold crosses, it means healing. People perform exorcisms with the cross, it heals. Yahweh must know that, and he has other people deviate from that understanding, right? So it's no different on how Asherah, meaning a good goddess, someone who protects, someone who brings life, would want that removed. I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry. So anyway, moving on to the next slide. So it continues to show how Asherah was being removed. And it mentions here, with the rise of monotheism and the centralization of worship in Jerusalem, Asherah worship declined. Biblical reforms, such as those under King Josiah, sought to eradicate the remnants of her cult, reflecting a shift towards exclusive worship of Yahweh. And then my conclusion says, the story of Asherah offers a glimpse into the complex religious landscape of the ancient Near East and challenges us to reconsider the roots of biblical traditions. By uncovering the layers of history, we gain a deeper understanding of the spiritual journeys that shaped our world. So it's crazy how people were even allowed to change ancient texts. And people were working together to allow that to happen. It amazes me how that was even allowed. Let's check out the comment section. What are people saying? Thank you, Doc. Yes, Ryan, they were. And snakes are cool. I used to have 3 snakes. I had 2 pythons and a garden snake. Believe it or not, both my pythons died because I went on vacation a lot when I was a little younger, and people were babysitting my snakes and freaking killed them. Don't ask me how. They just sucked as babysitters. But then again, they're tropical wild animals, so the weather out here wasn't too good for them. I had a boa named Lucretia. I don't know. I might be high. I don't know. I'm reading this wrong. Maybe you can spell it out for me. I might be right. Lucretia, right? Lucretia? I'm weird. I'm sorry. Okay, nice. I used to have a carpet python named Jadzia, and a king snake named Asmodeus. Who are these? Are these? Maybe you want to elaborate on the names because they sound familiar. Yeah, I mean, it did. It's like I don't understand how hard it is to watch a snake. The thing doesn't do anything. Just sits there. I mean, lays there. I had told them to feed the snake, and to watch it. I mean, it's not that hard, but they never heated the tank for the snake. Then they didn't feed him well. They overfed him, and which is ironically a bad thing for a snake. And he didn't survive the temperatures, I guess. And I knew that was gonna happen anyway. I mean, my garden snake died that way, and garden snakes are small. So, but yeah, we're a big, not a big, but at least me and my sister are. We're like big on insects and stuff. My sister has a bunch of tarantulas that she has, and she keeps, and I don't know, that's just her thing. I don't, but spiders don't bother me. But if I'm gonna be sleeping and you got like a spider this small crawling on my wall behind me, and I go to grab it or get it or do something with it and it disappears, I'm moving to another part of the room, or I mean to another part of the house. I get this phobia of spiders going in your ears or going in your nose or you swallowing them, because that's happened. A friend of mine told me. So I'm not into that. Cockroaches don't bother me. They don't scare me either. I don't do all cockroaches fly or some cockroaches fly, because I that scares the shit out of me. Oops. What was I gonna do? Oh yes, I was gonna mention a few things. Um yeah, I spoke about King Hezekiah, King Josiah, and there was something that I wrote that I read that was really interesting. It says here, the Bible was written and edited over many years. During this time, texts that didn't fit with the new strict worship of Yahweh were often left out, changed. This helped shape the Bible into what we have today. Ain't that crazy though? Ain't that something? You see, now really thinking about it, if the Jehovah's Witnesses could create their own Bible, who's to say somebody else didn't do it? There are people that say that a lot of the translations are stemmed from the KJV, but I also heard that King James had issues and wouldn't even proofread half the things that were being put down. He would just be okay with it without proofreading it. So I mean, who's to say that why would you say the Bible is based on inspiration by written via Holy Spirit? I mean, it's crazy how over the years, and I was watching a video yesterday on Joseph Smith, the founder of the Mormons. Bro, that story is insane. Joseph was weird. Such a weird guy. Like, I thought Charles Russell was weird, but this guy is weirder. Like, the things that he did, the inspirations, the so-called, I don't know if you guys know about the history of Mormons. I don't want to go too deep into that because that's not what today's about. But this guy was into some weird things, man. Like, he would purposely have people, he would find these golden, I forgot what they were, golden plates that supposedly revealed hidden text within it. And every time he would look at it, it would reveal something to him. None of the stuff that he would find and all the information that he was receiving, nobody could prove it because he was very secretive. He even had in his room this like curtain where he would sit on a desk and ask well, I think it was he would place it in something, ask it questions, and it will reveal to him answers. And he was on one side of the curtain, and it would be someone who would be his helper, his assistant, maybe his wife, would he would relay these messages to them so that they can write it down. And they weren't even allowed to look around the curtain to see what this was. Like he was very secretive too. So it's like it's just a bunch of baloney, right? Like nowadays you look at that and you're like, oh yeah, he's a con artist. Like he's just making shit up. But that was a real thing back then. So a lot of people who would change Bible texts and manipulate the scriptures was a thing, I guess. It was a sport, if you really think about it. And it was very competitive. I mean, why so many translations, right? All about the money. That's all it was. And it's no different with the Jehovah's Witness organization, which is a Bible, if you guys didn't know, inspired by a man who was into spiritism and stuff and was a medium, and his wife was a medium, and it's just a whole mess. But anyway, that was the information that I came across on Asherah. If there's anything else you guys found out about Asherah that's pretty cool, or just something I didn't talk about, put it in the description. That would be cool. Let me see here. Dan, sorry, MJ. The same thing happened with my baby possums. My brother left them in the car going to convention, Ohio. Yeah. It's always the Jehovah's Witnesses. If it was a JW convention, that sucks, man. My dog died as well. We went to a JW convention. We had a German Shepherd, and my aunt left the porch door open. Dog left, and the neighbor fed the dog food, or just gave the dog some type of food poisoning. Died. Went to court and all that. It was a mess. I was a little younger. I can't let people babysit my pets, man. It's just. Oh yeah, here's another story. I had a Chihuahua, and bro, I had just got that Chihuahua. I was only with her for 2 weeks, and I was only with her for 2 weeks because someone owned the dog before me, but couldn't have her anymore in his apartment, so he gave her to me. He requested her back after 2 weeks. Literally the same night, the Chihuahua ran away, and I'm sorry I'm laughing, but it's like my luck is terrible. The Chihuahua ran away that night and was ran over by a car. It's like, I'm not allowed to have pets, bro. And now I'm not allowed to have people babysit my animals. Oh man. So yeah, Joseph Smith was pretty cuckoo, bro. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You know what's weird about right? I mean, Russell died on Halloween, man. Faithfully on Halloween, and really into his stuff. Like, so are these signs of something more? I'm not sure. That rhymes. Anyway, look at. I have 3 empty spots if anybody wants to join. Feel free to join. If not, I'll give this another few more minutes and then I will head out so I can have some dinner. But I mean, I hope you guys learned something. I learned something myself as well. And King Josiah, as I mentioned earlier, you guys don't you don't have to do this, but if you want to, like I mentioned, this story will kind of explains things. Obviously, I'm not promoting or pushing you to watch this video. I'm just letting you know, if someone comes up to you and says, you know, like, who was it that destroyed Baal's idols or whatever, just so you can remember it was King Josiah, because I had to remember. I almost forgot. That's pretty much where a lot of the removal stems from, him and King Hezekiah. That's where it all started. It was a movement, I guess you can say, a Yahweh movement. A Yah movement. Sorry, that's stupid. Ignore me. But anyway, yes, I love learning too, man. I do so as well. What? Oh, okay. I swear I read Why did I read El and Yahweh? For some reason I read El and Yahweh were picturing temples as a couple. I don't know why I read it that way. Ryan says they had standing stones and offering stands in one of the temples. Telerad. Well, let's look that up. How about that? Cash me outside. What happened to that girl? Anybody know? That ratchet chick? I don't know what happened to her, man. She was a weirdo. People get famous for the dumbest things. Oh, man. Yeah, Telerad. Holy of Holies. You're on the right path, my friend. I looked it up on Google. So it says here, it says here, why am I getting itchy here? Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I will put that in the contribution box. Thank you very much. And this is not the worldwide work. This is the Apostate Coalition work, where we all come together. You can feel free to make videos on here too. We would actually appreciate that too. You guys can, if you ever want to create a video or do anything for this channel, feel free to do so. Just let us know ahead of time. So yeah, the Holy of Holies of Telerad's temple contained 2 standing stone and 2 incense altars. Scholars believe the stones represented 2 deities, one of which was likely Asherah and the other Yahweh. The temple also had a second incense burner, which was smaller than the first. And you would think, right, if Asherah was a consort of El or Yahweh, why would Yahweh want it removed so badly? That goes to show how freaking jealous Yahweh was. He did not give a F. It didn't matter who it was. I don't know if this is true. Maybe, Ryan, you can correct me on this, right? Because wasn't Asherah like another name for partner? A female partner? Because it wasn't necessary, because Asherah was considered the mom. She wouldn't be considered the wife of Yahweh, correct? But I might be wrong. I remember hearing about the cannabis incense. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to smoke later. Yeah. Nice. At least you're listening. Hey, props to you, Alora, for being at work and still listening. Okay, so here we go. Ryan responded. It says the put forward an idea that her name simply means wife, but I haven't found evidence to my liking. Okay. Yeah, I understood it that way. Like it was just another term for female partner, because it wasn't necessarily Asherah, the mother goddess, the wife of El, because it would be weird if Asherah is El's wife, and then Yahweh the son is also the husband of Asherah. Like, it would just be weird. But then again, come on. Adam and Eve had to make children, and those children had to make more children. It's just an insensitive thing. All right. They say, right. Nice, Ryan. Yeah, I'm glad that you guys enjoyed this, because I thought it was going to be a wreck. True. Is that's how Yahweh usurped? Oh yeah, because by stealing the wife, in a sense, so he stole his woman. I was pretty PO'd, because you're misrepresenting, first of all, his wife. You're removing her from existence, from worship. Yeah, something big is coming for Yahweh. Like, there's that whole talk of Armageddon and freaking Satan being destroyed and be put away for 1,000 years. That's Yahweh, bro. Satan and Yahweh are the same person. But anyway, yeah, guys. If there's anything else you guys want to talk about, let me know. I want to put something from Ryan's channel real quick. Yes, Ryan, I'm just showing something. I opened up with one of Ryan's videos. It was a quick video. There we go. Perfect. This is, see, we're just talking about this, so this is perfect.
Did God have a wife? Yes. The admonition of her in passages such as Deuteronomy and Jeremiah are proof that she was revered in the land of Canaan. At the Tel Arad temple, 2 standing stones were unearthed. One represented Yahweh, the other his consort, Asherah. Eventually, through force, she was vanquished from history until discoveries like this one and many others prove that she played an important role to the people who inhabited the land, especially women. How would you feel if a government toppled your temple and then wrote preposterous stuff about you?
Right? How would you feel, man? What if you were like somebody famous and somebody said, listen, I'm better? It's like, what if Michael Jackson was still alive? How would he feel about The Weeknd? Like, that dude's literally copying everything that Michael Jackson did.
Did God?
There was one more video that I saw. Oh, this is too long, so I'm not gonna put that one on. This is a good one.
Are you curious about the goddess Asherah? Let's recap some things that we have discussed on this channel regularly. Asherah was originally known as a mother goddess in the ancient Near Eastern pantheon associated with motherhood, fertility, the cycles of nature, life, and death, a familial god of home and hearth. She was the consort of the high god El in early Canaanite religion. Over time, Asherah's role evolved and she came to be seen as the consort of Yahweh. This association is reflected in archaeological findings, inscriptions, figurines, and even the Bible itself. The temple at Tel Arad tells us a story of Yahweh and Asherah being worshipped and venerated side by side. As the worship of Yahweh evolved towards a more exclusive practice, the veneration of Asherah was not only opposed to, but it was suppressed and actively oppressed to consolidate not only religious authority, but also patriarchal authority. Reformers and redactors would have to heavily edit the Bible in order to obfuscate the truth. Not only was Asherah worship a natural part of the religious landscape, but it was historically endorsed by patriarchs like Moses and Abraham. We can talk more about that later.
Why?
Are you curious about the goddess?
I just love that. I love that random kiss at the end. It was so unexpected, but so perfect. I know Ryan is dying inside right now. But that hair is great. What you talking about? You don't need to do something with that hair. That was great. That was perfect. You are called a goddess for a reason. Beautiful hair. So she says she's already dead. Laura, since you're not looking or watching, Ryan is dying over here because I'm showing her videos. I feel the same way about my old videos. You guys want to see my oldest video, bro? Has anybody ever seen my oldest video? I was bald. Why am I there? And my channel used to be called XJWMJ in Context. That used to be my name. It was long as a mother. Oh, let's go to, what the heck is this? Okay. Oh, you guys can see? Oh, it's already sharing. Okay, cool. Let's go to oldest. Look at this video, y'all.
Navan's business travel platform? It completely ruined my life.
I was muted. I'm sorry. I said that I stopped paying for premium because it was annoying, and so I gotta watch ads now.
You see, I've been in the great policy force for over 30 years. Let me tell you.
It doesn't say anything
Look at
about
that.
rejecting the voice.
Oh, man.
1. 2, if you're a sheep.
See, it's only fair, Ryan, that I show my old videos and videos that I don't like, right? Is that respectful, right, guys? Aren't I a sweetheart? Right? Like,
In
this
order for you
video is
to
terrible.
not know
I
that
was actually not in a
Ryan
good state
is
around this time. This
to
is after the memorial.
established as the king.
Look at that. Look at. I'm bald. I'm wearing a coat. That's how cold it was. Yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing this now. Yeah, it was the old video, and then I think after that I gained a little traction with. No. Why are they showing me new video? Okay, yeah. I made this was my very first time like being an activist. Literally the first video I have of being an activist. Talking about hell. And yeah, I got more popular with this video on TikTok. A lot of my videos became popular on TikTok, and that's how people came and found me on YouTube. But I really gained traction talking about warrior people. Remember that guy? Anyways, yeah, so if you guys are interested in knowing what next week's chat is about, let's go to Apostate Coalition. I type like, what, 60 words per minute? I'm not that great. But I think that's good, right? Anyway, next week's live is Sweet Baby Jesus. Praise the Lord. Okay, Sweet Baby Jesus. Next week, September 2nd, Monday, right? Cool. That, I think, is the last episode, you guys. To be completely honest. That is the very last episode. I know the numbers are off, but that's because we had to switch things around. But yeah, that's the very last episode, Sweet Baby Jesus. And oh, nice, Laura. She showed her 4-minute Kingdom of Joel's Barber's video. And wait, where did you? Oh, okay. Do you want me to do that? You really want me to show that video, Laura? Yeah, we could do that. Real quick, if you want to come on. I didn't even know she had a channel. Did I know that? I'm dumb sometimes. Oh yeah, nice. Okay, I can bring you on if you're still okay with that. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I know we're all behind. So I'm gonna send the link here. It's gonna be in the chat. Can you click it from the chat? Is that possible? I don't know. Is that possible? I can just let me know if you need me to send it to you through Discord too. I can do that as well. I remember meeting Laura for the first time, not in person, but we got in contact because she and Wally were getting together, and I was talking to her and stuff. She helped me out for the protest. Laura's cool people. She made a a doll version of me, which is pretty funny. Oh, look, there she is. Speaking of the Queen.
Yes.
What's up?
So, I just did something really kind of quick and dirty on my phone. I mean, about my Barbies, not about me personally.
Okay.
So, no, I mean, once I get some more time, I have a whole bunch of shots on my camera that I need to use. I have Premiere Pro, and so I'll do a little bit better. So, but this is just, I had to do it because it had something to do with the Olympics, so I had to get it on. So it's 4 minutes. If you can go up to my videos, go up to videos.
Go here and so she subscribed already for you.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was on vacation, I said a lot of XJW stuff. So it's a 4-minute video.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm just looking you up on my channel so I can I tend to forget things so I can subscribe. Uh,
Oh, thank you.
subscribed. All right, cool.
Yay.
All right, now back to Apostate Coalition. And yes, you go right ahead. You tell me which one it is.
Okay, it says 4 minutes. It says something about, see, so I have like no makeup on. Yeah, go.
You said you have no makeup on.
I have no makeup on.
You,
Oh,
so
there's the Ken. Oh, you're going too far. That's the Mojo Dojo. And there's
okay.
Wally, Mojo Dojo, Casa Camper.
Mojo. What is that?
Because Ken got kicked out of the dream house, and so now
Mm-hmm.
he's living in a van down by the river.
Interesting. Oh, this is what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you still need me to keep going down, right? Keep
Oh
scrolling down.
no, go up. Because it was just like a weekend. Oh, yeah, last weekend.
So this is
No.
4 weeks ago,
Yeah, no.
and this is
I
9 days ago, and it's 4 minutes.
Yeah, okay, that's it. It's the Last Supper. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Got it.
So you want me to play it? You're fine with it?
Yeah, go ahead, play
Okay.
it. Play it.
All right, cool.
Hi, I'm Alora
Let
Mermaid,
me. Can you guys hear it?
and I was raised a Jehovah's Witness. And when I was little, I loved watching The Muppet Show. And I also loved playing Kingdom Hall with my Barbies. And now that I'm an adult, who says I can't still play with my Barbies? So, come on, come play Barbies with me.
I used to play Barbies.
My brother did too.
Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome to this year's convention of Jehovah's Barbies. I'm Serena Williams, and I just got back from the Paris Olympics. What a wonderful experience. Praise Jehovah.
That's funny.
I can't believe we had to wait for her to film the drama. Now, we had to. She's donating us a lot of money. Now, get into your costume. She brought it all the way from Paris, France.
Oh man.
Smells like sweaty balls. I'm so excited to introduce this year's dramatization of The Last Supper, narrated by our very own governing Muppet, Brother Cook. Praise Jehovah!
All right. They're saying it's a bit quiet. Let me see if I can do something here.
Okay. Yeah, it is quiet.
Chapter 26 of the New
I
World
wonder if I
Translation
can.
of the Holy Scriptures. But first, let's explain about the 144,000. What the? What? Wake up! What?
Is this better if I put my volume up?
The governing Muppet Kings will rule.
Little.
Is it too echoey?
Hey, doesn't Brother Cook look like the pagan god Dionysus?
No.
Oh my god. This is straight up apostasy.
And he's naked under those feathers. As they continued eating, Jesus took a look.
Han Solo.
And after saying a blessing, he broke it and giving it
That's
to
culty
his
talk.
disciples,
Okay.
said, "Take,
There's Ryan.
eat.
Uh-oh.
Her Barbie's in there.
This means my body."
Nice. Is that Cinderella?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, have you ever had roasted eagle? No. But I heard he tastes like chicken.
This reminds me a lot of
Pay no attention to
KFC.
That's the feast.
Oh, look at her.
He took a cup, and having given
Oh,
thanks,
okay, I get it now.
he gave it to them, saying, "Drink out of it, all of you, for this means my blood of the covenant, which is to be poured out in behalf of many for forgiveness of sins.
Yes.
Tonight's
Feast.
dramatization of the Last Supper is brought to you by Mini Brands Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's finger licking good.
There it is.
Get this one.
Hey, where'd you get your drink? Ever since that damn video of me at the liquor store, I get it from the bar across the street, the Elders Lounge. Huh? They deliver? Yeah, Sister Weird Barbie is working off her field service hours.
That's a good laugh.
This fall, drama.
Stupid.
Oh, nice. You're editing there.
Like I said, it's real cheap and
That's
dirty.
cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. That reminds me of what's his name?
The Lego guy.
Yeah. What's his name? He was he's an XJW.
Yeah.
That reminds me a lot. That reminded me a lot of that. That's cool. So you're using Premiere Pro, and then you have your laptop.
I'm going to use Premiere Pro. I haven't. I just did it on my camera or my phone camera, and then just edited it on TikTok. I mean, that's all I did because I had to do it, fast. I'm waiting. I don't know if you know this, but I'm going in for surgery on next Tuesday. And so I'm going to have 6 weeks off of work. And so that's when I'm going to be doing it. That's when I'm going to be doing all my episodes and doing it on my laptop. So hopefully it'll be a lot better quality than that. So
this is a non-risky surgery, correct?
Oh, yeah. No, it's just a day in, day out. So,
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. I mean, regardless, hopefully it goes well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be cool. Keep it going.
Yeah, and I don't know if I should say this on camera, but now that everybody knows I'm an apostate, my Jehovah's Witness brother he's coming over to take care of me.
Ooh, that. So does he? If he's gonna go take care of you, he's gonna know everything.
Yeah, because all of that set down in my basement, the whole Barbie set.
You gotta lock it. You gotta put a lock on the basement door, and then every time you ask, just say nothing. Just ignore him.
Yeah, because it's still set up for the memorial. I have to, and I'm like thinking, do I set it back up to the congregation? I don't know.
Wow.
I don't think he'd care, but I think his wife probably would tell on me. I don't know.
He's gonna have spirits bother him that whole time he's there. These spirits are gonna be telling him something's up down there, something's going on. Your sister ain't who you think she is. But
no, but he played Barbies with me. So when we were little, so so he knows that I play with Barbies. I'm the weird one of the family. So
listen, I played with Barbies too, and I didn't stop playing with just toys in general till I was like, I think 11.
Yeah.
But as a Jehovah's Witness male, especially for me who didn't have any friends and moving from congregation to congregation, that was my PlayStation, bro. Yeah. And then that's when I discovered Nintendo GameCube and PlayStation 3, and I was just like, yep, this is it for now. So I stuck to that.
Well,
but yeah, I was playing with
that's exactly what it is. It's like you create an alter reality and you play out scenes. Like my brother and I, we would go watch a Disney movie and then we'd go play act out the scenes with our Barbies and his G.I. Joes. So I mean that was just something that we did, and we didn't have all the video games when we're a lot older than you are. So
Right. But hey, at least you
Mhm.
have a close relationship with your brother still.
Yeah,
And you
very
obviously
lucky.
don't go to the Kingdom Hall anymore, and he doesn't bother you
No,
about that.
no. My mom never shunned anybody,
Okay.
and so because my two older sisters, after high school, they never set foot in a Kingdom Hall again.
Okay.
So, and she never shunned them. And so I don't know. And my sister, when I was on vacation, my oldest sister, granted, she has not been in a Kingdom Hall for the last 40 some years. I told her about my channel, and she said, Tina, are you scared that he's going to stumble on it and find out about it? So, I mean, after 40 some years, she's worried about me and my brother shunning me. I mean, so that tells you how the grips, you
Mm-hmm.
know, dig deep into you some 40 some years later.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. If he asks, I'll tell him, but if he stumbles on it, okay. But
I mean, he is
I
gonna
don't
take
know.
care of you. He has no
Hmm.
choice but to still be there and not send you.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
But I mean, we lost our oldest sister, and she was in hospice, and he came and stuff. So,
mm-hmm.
I mean, family was very important to my mom. My dad wasn't baptized, so I don't know if that made a difference, but my mom had a big influence on us, and she would never shun us.
Okay, that's
So,
good.
yeah. So
And
I think you know, he thinks about that. Hmm.
okay, that's good. A lot of people aren't that fortunate to have like family
Yeah,
members that are
yeah,
chill about that kind of stuff. But if you're going full
yeah.
on with these videos, Laura, I mean, who knows?
I know. Well, you know what? I figure I'm just making fun of the governing Muppets.
There you
So,
go. Just say it
you
has
know,
nothing to do with.
it has nothing to do. I'm actually going to do a shunning video. Sugar's daddy is from the movie. I got his Barbie. He's an elder, and he's the father of Margot Robbie Barbie.
Okay.
And I'll give you guys a little insider.
Sneak peek.
Worldly Ken is going to get her pregnant.
Ooh.
So elder Sugar's daddy is going to have a decision. Does he stand with his daughter, or does he shun her?
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
On the
Yeah.
next week episode of what's
Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Barbies.
there you go.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to be. I mean, I think I'm just going to show real. It's going to be like a what are the Spanish they call it
Novellas?
novella. Yeah,
Yes.
it's gonna be like a novella in a Kingdom Hall about all of those. And like
Okay.
my boxed Barbies that are still in the box,
Yeah.
they're the judgy sisters, older
Okay.
sisters. I,
Interesting.
yeah.
That's cool. That's fun.
So
That's good that
yeah,
you're staying entertained too. I'm glad that you finally got yourself on YouTube. Awesome. And now you're doing it in a
yeah, me
fun way.
too.
This is gonna help a
Yeah,
lot of people too, because people come out like I don't
hmm,
know, like very scared, but you're making it
yeah,
fun and you're making
yeah.
them think. So
And
it's fun.
I'm not gonna make fun of them. I'm gonna make fun
The
of the
people in
governing
charge.
body, of
Yeah.
course,
Mm-hmm.
but or the governing Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
But the actual people, I'm not. So it's like
Right.
you can watch it as a Jehovah. That's what I wanted. You can watch it as a Jehovah's Witness and
Okay.
still
Yeah. True.
laugh and be funny. Um,
That's
so
good.
I'm not saying anything that isn't true, and just kind of, Serena Williams is a Jehovah's Witness. So hey, And then
Yeah,
also, I was thinking that, okay, so when you're playing Barbies as a child, you have that very innocent outlook on it. So your Barbies have that innocent outlook on everything. They don't really get into the deep doctrines, the deep whatever. So, say if you explain like a doctrine to them, but the Barbies are gonna think of it as like how a child, uh, a Jehovah's Witness child would think about it.
Okay.
And so, but they're Barbies, they're adult Barbies.
Mm-hmm.
So they would get themselves into some situations. I don't know.
Okay.
Just kind of thinking
I
about
like
all
that.
of that stuff. So, yeah.
I like your approach. I like
Hmm.
your brain.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah, guys, stay tuned. Ryan's gonna keep you guys posted as well.
Hmm.
Oh, I lost you. Okay, there it is. And that'll be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you for coming on and showing us this.
You're
It was a
welcome.
good way
Thank you for
to.
showing it.
It was a good way to end the night, to exit
Hmm.
with some laughs. I watched
Hmm.
some more videos, and
Watch the bloopers. Watch the
oh, you have
bloopers.
bloopers
Those
too.
are,
Okay.
I have bloopers. I've got like 3 bloopers. They're just
Okay.
like a minute, a minute. Yeah. They're
All right.
funny.
Cool. I'll do that.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
welcome,
Thank
Ryan.
you.
Yeah, and thank you too, Laura. Thank you guys. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Dan. Thank you all for staying and for conversating with me. Um, I did this solo dolo today, and I'm hoping you guys liked it. I'm gonna rewatch it and see if I really did a good job or not. I believe you guys, but
You did.
you know,
You did a great job.
I'm very I s- I'm very hard on myself sometimes. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the donation as well. Like I said, I'm gonna put that in the contribution box. Oh man! All right, guys. Thank you, Laura. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna sign
Thank
out. I'm
you.
gonna get myself some dinner. Thank you.
All right.
Love you guys. See you guys next
Bye.
week. Remember next week, sweet baby Jesus, Monday, 9:45 a.m. Eastern time. So we'll see you guys then. That's the last show. You guys better make it. Peace and love. Bye bye, guys. Bye, Laura.